Mars, the red planet. For centuries it has captured our imagination. Today, we stand at the edge of a new era. What if we lived on Mars? What if we traded the familiar blue for an alien red? This is the journey we are about to begin. Earth, our cradle of life. Yet as we gaze at the stars, a fundamental human desire tugs at our hearts. The need to explore, to venture beyond the familiar, to conquer new frontiers. But leaving Earth behind is not a decision to be taken lightly. Are we truly ready to leave behind the only home we've ever known? Getting to Mars is no easy task. It's a journey of millions of miles across the unforgiving void of space. Confined within the metal shell of a spaceship, traveling through the cosmos at unimaginable speeds. A small island of life, adrift in a sea of stars. But what if we could make the trip faster? Nuclear propulsion, ion engines, solar sails, technologies that could shorten the trip, making Mars a tangible destination. Before we can step foot on Martian soil, we need a ship. Not just any spaceship, but a self-sustaining ark, capable of carrying the seeds of civilization to a new world. This Martian ark would be a testament to human ingenuity, a floating city in the stars. But building such a ship is a challenge of unprecedented proportions. After months of travel, the moment arrives. The Martian ark pierces the thin atmosphere, jets of fire slowing its descent. Touchdown. The first steps on Martian soil. They are explorers, adventurers, the first humans to set foot on another planet. But Mars is not Earth. A thin atmosphere, weaker gravity, and a constant threat of solar radiation make it a hostile environment. Yet, amidst the challenges, there's a sense of wonder. Gone is the familiar blue sky. In its place, a pale, dusty crimson. On Mars, survival depends on adapting to an alien environment. Our homes, our cities must be more than just structures, they must be sanctuaries. Imagine habitats carved into the Martian rock, shielded from the relentless radiation of space. Underground dwellings connected by a network of tunnels, forming subterranean cities. Compact and self-sufficient communities, designed for efficiency and resilience. Martian architecture will be a fusion of necessity and innovation. We must use the available resources, the Martian regolith, the very dust beneath our feet, to build our future. 3D printing will become an essential tool, transforming Martian regolith into solid structures. Buildings will rise layer by layer, sculpted by robots and guided by human ingenuity. Martian architecture will be fluid, adaptable, constantly evolving to meet the needs of a growing colony. But to truly thrive, we need more than just shelter. We need to recreate, even imperfectly, the life-giving embrace of Earth. This is where the concept of biodomes takes center stage. Imagine vast, transparent domes protecting entire ecosystems from the harsh Martian environment. These biodomes will be more than just greenhouses. They will be havens of life, where the air is clean, the temperature is controlled, and the sights and sounds of nature remind us of the world we left behind. On Earth, we take breathing for granted. On Mars, the air we breathe is a resource we must create. The Martian atmosphere, thin and unforgiving, is mostly carbon dioxide. We need oxygen, the lifeblood of our cells, to survive. Machines working tirelessly, extracting oxygen from the Martian soil, or splitting water molecules into their precious components. Imagine vast fields of solar panels, soaking up the sun's energy, powering these oxygen factories. Every breath we take is a testament to human ingenuity. Water, the elixir of life, flows freely on Earth. On Mars, it's hidden beneath the surface, locked away as ice, waiting to be discovered. Imagine rovers equipped with ground-penetrating radar, mapping the Martian subsurface, searching for these hidden reserves of life. But water on Mars won't just be for drinking. Every drop will be recycled, purified, and reused. A constant reminder of how precious this life-giving substance is in the dry Martian environment. Hard-earned. Gravity, the invisible force that binds us to Earth. On Mars, its hold is weaker, our feet would feel lighter, we could jump higher, lift heavier objects with ease. Imagine a world where a simple jump could take you twice as high, where every movement feels effortless. But this freedom comes at a cost. Our bodies, evolved over millennia under Earth's gravity, would undergo a series of adaptations, some subtle, others profound. The most profound changes, however, might be seen in those born on Mars, the Martian generation. Children, growing up under a third of Earth's gravity, would develop differently. Imagine children, taller and thinner than their Earth counterparts, their bodies shaped by the relentless pull of a weaker gravity, their bones, their muscles, their entire physiology adapted to this alien world. The Martian generation, the pioneers of a new world, could also be the forerunners of a new human species. On Earth, our atmosphere, our magnetic field, acts like a shield, protecting us from the relentless bombardment of solar radiation. On Mars, that protection is thin, almost non-existent. Imagine going outside without the warmth of the sun on your skin, but with the constant knowledge that invisible rays are penetrating your cells. The sun, our source of life, becomes a constant threat. We need its energy to survive, but we must constantly protect ourselves from its harmful rays. To survive on Mars, we must adapt not only to its thin atmosphere and low gravity, but also to this constant threat from above. Our habitats, our vehicles, our clothing, everything must be designed to protect us from the sun's harmful rays. Imagine living in a world where venturing outside requires putting on specialized suits, not just for oxygen, but for protection against radiation. Exploration on Mars will be a delicate dance between risk and reward. Special materials, radiation-resistant glass, and underground living spaces will become the norm. On Earth, we take for granted the blue expanse above, the ever-changing canvas of clouds against the vibrant blue. On Mars, the sky shows a different palette, a pale, dusty pink, a muted reminder of the vibrant world we left behind. Imagine looking up, not at the familiar blue, but at a sky that seems to reflect the rusty tones of the Martian soil beneath your feet. Gone are the bright sunrises and sunsets, the fiery displays of color that paint the Earth's sky. And at night, the stars, though bright in the thin atmosphere, seem cold and distant. The absence of Earth's natural wonders would be more than just a visual change. It would be a profound psychological adjustment. Imagine a life without the sound of waves crashing on the shore, without the feeling of sand between your toes. These sensory experiences, so important to our well-being on Earth, would become cherished memories. To combat this homesickness, we would have to create our own oases on Mars. Will their bodies, shaped by low gravity, develop as expected? Death, the inevitable counterpoint to life. On Earth, we bury our dead, returning them to the embrace of the planet that nourished them. On Mars, such rituals would have a different meaning. Imagine a Martian funeral, a somber gathering under a pale and dusty sky. The body not buried in the ground, but released into the cold vacuum of space. Or perhaps in death, we would find a way to nourish the living. For centuries, we've looked at Mars wondering, are we alone? Does life in some form cling to this alien world? Imagine the discovery, not grand, not obvious, but subtle. A whisper in the data, an anomaly in the Martian soil, proof that life, however simple, is not unique to Earth. The discovery of microbial life would be momentous, but what if there's more? What if, hidden beneath the surface, something else is moving, something intelligent? Imagine the tension as we send probes deeper, searching for signs of this hidden intelligence. And then, contact. Not a giant spaceship, but a signal. A pattern in the radio waves, faint but undeniable. A message that says, you are not alone. How would we react? With fear? With wonder? The discovery of intelligent life on Mars would forever change our understanding of the cosmos. Mars, a cold and unforgiving world. Yet, in its barren landscapes and dusty plains we see a glimmer of hope, a chance to start over, to build a new home for humanity among the stars. We have journeyed through the challenges, the wonders and the profound implications of calling Mars our home. We've explored the technologies that could take us there, the habitats we would build, the resources we would need to extract, and the adaptations our bodies would undergo. We've contemplated the psychological impact of leaving Earth behind, the loss of our familiar blue sky, the absence of the comforting rhythms of our planet. We've wrestled with the ethical dilemmas of altering the Martian environment, of potentially encountering extraterrestrial life. Through it all, a single question has persisted. Why? Why leave the comfort of Earth, the cradle of our species, to embark on this perilous journey to an alien world? Is it the explorer's spirit, the insatiable curiosity that has driven us since the dawn of humanity? Is it the need to ensure the survival of our species, to establish a backup plan in the face of Earth's growing fragility? Perhaps it's the understanding that our destiny lies beyond the confines of our home planet, that we are destined to reach for the stars, to explore the universe. But as we stand on the edge of this new era, we must ask ourselves, are we ready? The choice is ours. The future is unwritten. The journey to Mars is not just about reaching a new planet, it's about discovering what it truly means to be human.